Michael Arrow.
Arrow and Anderson.
Michael Arrow.
That's right.
Here we go.
This guy looks like he has a chip on his shoulder. I don't know, man. Tell me what you think.
I mean, I would definitely say so. He's had a very interesting past few weeks. He claimed a victory over Sergeant Anderson a couple shows ago, then had to be impromptu thrown into a career-threatening match against Commissioner Taylor, which he won, thankfully, by DQ, but...
He's also a former champion, too. So.
That is very true.
140 pounds, Sergeant Anderson.
And I was about to allude, by luck of the draw, he happens to face Sergeant Anderson here in the first round. So, obviously the history with each other. The reason that Michael Arrow won that career-threatening match by disqualification was because Sergeant Anderson came and hit him with a steel chair right as he was about to secure victory, or at least potentially secure victory.
Even all the way over here in the booth, you could cut the tension with a knife. You can feel the animosity and hatred these two have for each other as we explode into a bit of an improvised Thez press right from the get-go.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Yeah, Michael Arrow definitely has always been a very intense wrestler, very off the wall, a human pinball to some extent, but going straight full fire out of the gates here, charging again into Sergeant Anderson in the corner.
I've never seen this kind of fire out of Michael Arrow before. It's like he has something to prove.
Yeah, Sergeant Anderson, I think went for the eyes the second he saw an opportunity there, now trying to take over. Arrow reverses for a moment. These guys, firing at all cylinders.
Wow.
Rope to the groin, drop kick to the back. And while we're watching two men absolutely eviscerate each other's bodies, we'd like to remind you that this match is sponsored by Schroeder Chiropractic.
Yeah, absolutely. As he finally, as Sergeant Anderson decides to get out of dodge for a brief moment, one of his patented strategic breaks here, but Arrow not giving him an inch.
What has gotten into Michael Arrow?
There's a fire in this man's heart, and it is burning bright, and it is burning bright and burning hot here tonight.
Yeah, it definitely feels like his personal vendetta against Sergeant Anderson kind of supersedes that of the wrestling championship. As you can see, looking for a monkey flip here, but Anderson holds on. Oh, and snake eyes him on the top rope.
Sometimes you just got to do something to knock them off their game, and I'm glad Sergeant Anderson did that. Sergeant Anderson is actually my favorite to win this match. I loved everything he brought to the table since he dropped the American Eagle and, became his true self. And he definitely has something to prove here as well.
Both men just absolutely taking each other to task, destroying each other in any way they can possibly imagine. I'm not even sure this is about a title for these two men anymore.
Oh, no. These guys have history. I mean, if you can recall, they had a strap match that was very intense. And to be honest with you, the Venice Beast, I can't ever be in one of those strap matches because if I get hit once, I'll probably want to kill somebody. So.
These two had quite the feud a year ago when, like you said, Sergeant Anderson was still under the American Eagle mask, but now it seems like a bit of a reversal here. I think Sergeant Anderson's kind of harbored that disdain for Michael Arrow ever since, and it's kind of refueled into this absolute this absolute brawl that these two have been having so far.
This is great.
Oh, and yep, that's an effective way to keep your opponent grounded. Just a big shot to the chest.
Just a hard, sturdy boot to the chest.
Yo, and this is what I wanted out of the Zeke Rose Invitational. The embodiment of Zeke Rose. The aggression, the power, the strategy, everything that completes a champion. And right now, these two guys are bringing everything to the table.
You wanted to watch men tear each other in half, basically, is what you're saying.
I mean, doesn't everybody like to see people get decimated? I mean, we can go back to the Roman age where the gladiators just battle to the death. And this is exactly what I wanted. This is awesome.
Modern day gladiatorial combat right here at AAPW, especially between these two.
Yeah, you can see Arrow's found himself on top of the time being using those knees, trying to go back after the
Yikes.
back and then a guillotine leg drop. That's a dangerous area to be targeting, fellas. At
Right.
the back of the head.
Right.
Definitely a Z-Frozen.
That's definitely one way to get you to start seeing shapes and colors you'd never imagined before. And then we go back to the hard chops to the chest.
Might as well shot an arrow in his heart.
Over here.
And here we go.
Yeah, perfect position there by referee Anthony Garza. Just a 2 count though for Arrow. Sergeant Anderson still in it.
He had him dead to rights, dead center, but Sergeant Anderson was able to power out just in time. And we're back into a chin lock here, and Anderson raking the hair of Arrow.
Yeah, going straight again. Back to that face and eyes that will, doesn't matter how big, how small. That going after the good old vision protocols is good. I'm trying to think of a different word for eyes there, and just nothing here.
Yeah, not a lot of poise or technique in that move in particular, but when you're smashing your opponent's face into the mat, I'm not sure technique really matters that much.
Yeah, DDT only getting a 2 count there from Sergeant Anderson.
Okay, I see Michael Arrow's life bar going down, down, down. Sergeant Anderson is only 1 or 2 big moves
5
away.
minutes have gone by. 5 minutes.
Each two count these guys just gets a little closer every time, and now Anderson's been thrown to the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that low bridge by Michael Arrow. And now just continuing to go after Anderson on the outside.
That flesh and bone on concrete. Now Arrow just taking Anderson to task on the outside. A 6 count.
Is that a water bottle?
It is a water bottle.
Whatever means necessary.
Oh, and he's
Just
getting
away.
it all over the ring, too.
That's what I'm
A
talking
9
about.
count.
Just away.
Uh-oh. Oh, a double count out.
Yeah, well, I don't think like you said earlier, I think these guys really don't care much about the match. They're continuing to brawl outside.
This does not make Z-Bros happy.
Oh my gosh, they're going out into the parking lot.
This is selfish. How selfish can you be? Come on. Whatever.
He
You know what?
It is-
Vince was impressed until that.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess the double count out, you don't really have a winner. So I guess both competitors are losers, and therefore
Exactly.
no one advances.
What happens